Yamama kwa babion about the attitude program ne so. Enne eye da program ye shase etoso enwotwe. Ye county ye ko ye do nwotwe which is na watwe bebe busumi mienu emu. Na megidi se busumi mienu wasua ne ma bebre. Ana afi nso se wan so kwa wo practice bia. Wone oma wo adwumam ekasa mudi ho nkomo se ne be ya niema ye kyerɛkyerɛ niema ye na beboa ama ye nyina ye timi ama Ghana nwuma ye atumpon program yi yaka se ne kofa ba nyina ne ni nyina so nyina ne se enwuma ye bi no man mu Ghana fo a omo benya ideas omo benya nimdeɛ no matimi raise bibi se omo bi adwuma ye be so omo sene na yaboa ama adwuma no atimi agina esan se statistics e wo ho e kire se Ghana fo nnwuma entimi ntra 10 years no e worrying but o man ye be yo man be gina this nnwuma ewo mu no emu nipa nso e oni bi enti na ya hye sa program we ye de tu ye hofo nia ye be ye wo adwuma mu ase ankorankore nia ye be ye se adwumafo nia ye be ye se managers nia ye beye mpo se aban obetim de atoto kwam amana boa enyumayefo no mo nso atimi abiebie enyuma bebre eno ho ene edi ho nkomo wa ha yakasa ha yenye politics wa ha eye adwuma enho asem na yeka na program ni din de the attitude ni ntino ye hwe no suban pempi no suban a edadi ye kan suban anya bone nko a ye wo suban papa aye boa ma adwuma koso ene ye woni a enya esai nnwuma enti ye ka ni a enye no ye nya time nso eka ni a eye sane ye be ya ye jai de enye no ne ye de ye ne mo na ma nnwuma atumpo medin de bafo Agyapong padmo ene eye May da etoso edu 14th of May na megidi se ni esuan na wotwe twa mu no na wotwe utu ho na mombi wote ho nhihye bi na afi nso obi nso ekan ho bi kirew wo kai se na wotwe twa mu yetena ha kan se ye krom ni Ghana ni bi atimi abomodin abie factory a oton oye cement ewo man mu ha na nyina ka se ye momodin na ye nso na sene na Ghana fo ye nto ni a oye no ha no na mmoa Ghana nnwuma esanse se eto a sika no eka oman mu ha ya obetimi de abie nnwuma ni bia ka ho afa nipa ni bebi amomo so anya nnwuma aye ye kan nso no na nya se trawa se ye tena aka na ye wo agenda bi se emom se investor bi bakruma na obe business aye ye se na dwuma da bi ebi mo sorry gina yi metire ebi mo ye that comment no se adenti ana yete ana ye ka se Ghana nkwanti investor na ono nso aba no ono nso nya dai ye nka se obi aba ontimi nya adwuma wa da bi na emom as Ghana for de ye kan se me se me ye Ghana ni na me nua Ghana ni atimi abie factory na ade a oye no mi hia bia ede na simi kwan se menko no homo na menkoto na emmoa me nua Ghana ni no na ontumpo de pese ye kan ejina so nyina no esansa utie ya last week ona boka ne di Japan kan sembi osi jiwfo omni jiwfo ene didwa Lebanese omni Lebanese fo ne didwa okọ Arab world Arab fo na omo ho edidwa onim de nti a jiwfo omo didwa wo mo ho se jiw ni to ade wo ne yonko jiw ni a ska no eka jiw ni ho ono nso bekwa akoto de ohia e wo ne yonko jiw ni ho eti ska no be circulate wo jiwfo ni mu a empie mfiri omumu nkwa abonten da eti wo sika na wo de to omo ne ma no no mo circulate omo nti de bia na omo edi ye basic principle as ekuo bia mo pese mu di a saa na mo no e na omutu wadwene ho ahu se even hwe no se amana hodro a omatu mpon a omo eboa aman afa na develop ebi wo a wo se obema o grant obema o busia obema o bibi na emom adwuma na odi kodi no ebia expertise no or the be free ni krom ni no aba ye ofi se di ntia we twa to so the scanning ma wo de or the be bua mpuntu wo man mu na emom ebi be ba no na contractor wo be di dwumadie no efri sa kro no so na eba because scanning bi omu pese sa aka omu krom yenya sa mentality we yenya Ghana fo yenya sa de we ya Ghana ye bedi ye papa obi bia ni wa bia adwuma wo Ghana ha ebegu esan se ye beji ye ho adi ye ji ye ho di nso a ye be trust ama me hu se me tominia we ade a ebe boa na sika ne kɔ no a ode be ya adepa ewo man mu ne krakra no ye bo anwuma ama no abie aye kese saa no na eboa aban so ewo ne to gigye mu income tax ebetua company tax ebetua ebe kosoro sika betimi akɔ aban sem ama aban so atoto niema bebre wa kwan mu a anwuma no bebre ebetimi abeka ho ntisi e kasa moma ye ntiase na munhu ba bia ye free eba any program no say ne ya hyehye no a ye pese de boa Ghana adwumayefo ani omunnwuma se wo bia adwuma wo bre wonte niema movie office ade a wo ye no so ebe boa Ghana fo a maya so nte ye ne obedi wo nkomo dwumadie we sei so yaka se adwuma de se beboa oman ya ye beboa ma na tumpon ye betena se beba bedi nkomo ahwe ne ehu kwan a ye befa so aboa wo ama won so adwuma atumpon na akoso na Ghana fo nso ebetimi age ede atum ene ye beto adwumadie ne so ya kan nsem ni bebre na woche enso a atwamu no ya hwe awakesifo suban ya oma ya di dwumadie ehye omu adwuma hye omu nsa so omu nhwe so ebi mu suban ya hwe health for maybe che ye kan ye hospital nsam last week ye toa so twetwe nkobo about managers kwanya managers ebekoso na omaboa amannwuma akoso but mami musa wasem onim de nti adwuma bia ya ye set vision wa adwuma nim mi busa se wadwuma ba bia se wo ye adwuma mo vision ye dai okay kai wo trim wo vision wo wadwuma adwuma ne vision ne say vision statement ne ye dai adwuma ne mission statement mi busa okay say ba bia wo ye adwuma na mi kan mission statement e wo ha mo didi adwuma no dai ha mo adwuma na mo wom no core values amo e holdi ye dai principles bay e holdi mo adwuma no culture bay and amaji atum say ye oba adwuma mu ha this is the organizational culture you two one among edi djuma these are the values are ye two one among edi djuma so wo adwuma na uni sa niema we ya e won sunsan so bebrebe so wo adwuma eni na won kaimpo the mission statement of a baby ye adwuma then na adwuma na wo ye na say wo ya yen to bibidi na nti na wo ye adwuma no so who mission now tiase now only the mission of the company a bow wo dakra na adwuma no mission no esi wani so the vision esi wani so na wa ye busa se adwuma wo core values amudi adwuma se ya wo nkai core values obi okro busa nko be ka say ne dai mo principles culture mo hodi e dai obi okro wo nkai enso ye adwuma organization nim se na ko organization na unnim the values and the principles are boa mo mamudi djuma organization nim me yeso say me can't say run it down o mission or vision statement for adwuma mcc akra be manso won kai yeso be ka say na no so de na ye adwuma mu po ye obi bisa but mama can't say se adwuma be konanim adwuma be tumpon a uhia sa niema we say values that you hold and a boa e ma workers nso eso dwumadie nim edi me ka say dwumadie edwumakuo bi na so ya se ma edebrɛw covid tiger nut powder se wo pe organic tiger nut pa eboa 100% yemfa bibia mfry na ebema umoja aye kama ebe sone so fine na unyini wo cells no ebubu ntentema ebe strengthen no na wanyini die so bia hu a ho kama ebe boa wo ye oba o manofo ana wa fa afuru na wanya ahoden a Untimi na ne bobo mo da COVID tiger nut powder. Yemfa nsuo hye emfra. Ofa nsuo de ana nsuo nyino ana drink bi ana smoothies bi awo wo de fra na onoma ebeboa wo ama onipadua no eho aton kama. Facebook ubehu won Kofi Vinyo and Company Limited. Instagram here at Kofi_organic foods. And our WhatsApp is 0200 777 277. Ubetimi afra won 020 789 1339 and 055 8400 265. COVID tiger nut powder, a nutritious food for the family. And then my guest, what na say? Yes, you made the national. You can say your babu bob bonaposo na your bonaposo no so we are opportunities so ha bi mo so beba no mabeka omonso stories e dey akire kwan a omo fa so set up na me kan kire wo se 7 weeks na atwam no nyina na mu 6 ye ne di djuma enne Honorable Kennedy Kwame Akompre Japan MP for Asin Central. My country was a Ghana on general election via in Lucida. Oba business he is well established. Honorable Watanasi, na ye di jumedi no ebe hye so medin kan bobo ne me biso a kire osisi mema honorable attach on it briefly. Say edenti kwa na ye wadwuma ma yenya core values. Yenya mission statement, yenya vision statement. Eno ne sunsan so wo yedwuma ye no wo say I say adwuma betum pon a yen kofa mission statement and also the boa me ye adwuma. Honorable memo akwaba.
Thank you.
Last week wo ye ade bia in the course of the week abetia te se wo manmu wo kan Ibrahim Mahama asem ebo na baso adwumadi a wadi na mahu se this week wo fa ba bia on social media ono ene na adwuma no abeye the talk of the week. Ebi etwitwa cement no de aye omo DP omo page ebi promote bebe na so share nkran but assemble ko obi kan ye say why are we doing this? In effect, are we not trying say foreigners ebe investing so no yes say umadwuma timenim so obetimi address here no
yo me da say you know painful baby o say e ka nia oni ntuma nko anka da bia egura asafo so nienti amika san say ni o ka sa akra de why charitable. There's a guy wo TV3 ochro enioma say the same people are praising no omo na accuse you no say we chrome for we say me why are we praising him? You know, was a journalist. Na that day me hear na tade na I was shocked. Utim say akwana ni mi intino Ghanaians should not even listen to him or TV3. I say a friend Johnny Hughes. Na enibia die onibi. Kono she brown suit you know to me say anadwono sa she dark ka ho. Now we wear the brown suit now ye be kire mo galamsey yibi a omoye. Mo ahwe akwa no do say as an free galamsey yimu na epie. This is the guy kono otumi kan semfo because my praise Ibrahim. What is wrong with that? We are promoting Ghanaian businesses, irrespective of the party's political affiliation. Once he's a Ghanaian and has been able to get to that far, we should help him so that he competes effectively with other factories. Mamu bonchira ana munim Gasem enye Ghana for biadia. Gasem as a German or Aka whatever has about 93%. And 7% normally year henya ma now 93% is 7%. More board decision better 7% will say. Wouldn't say? What do you say? You have the Chinese, you have Moroccans, we have Indians, Diamond Cement, and all those Ghana ni biani. Until if Ibrahim Ghana ni bamu ni a year, we have to encourage him first of all. Mekai Adano say Indian will patronize Indian goods for India to grow. Because I call New Jersey, every wood bridge, you know, airport. almost every house India for them. And shops who say most in India for India. Obedru baby Italian. Your Italian town, almost so there. Udru downtown, your Chinatown. China for fishing industry, say everybody is working. Where is African town? You need a division. When you have people like Johnny, whatever, no division, and they pride on violence. Any idea all over the place. Can Agyapong insult Ibrahim? A 10-year he has a problem with that. What do you say? Mabisa a question. He now acquire I see our African town.
Then share be no can work on African market to connect shop back to pay business.
What do you say? So it's about time we encourage ourselves. Say sky is the limit. We can also do it. Oh, nipa na all can say promote Ibrahim against a competition. One, those foreign companies has advantage over Ibrahim when it comes to loan.
Production cost.
Okay? Their production cost is cheaper than A. So yanso yetimi a promote no. Na man for begitum. Oye ni large scale the cost of production when international market realizes say this Ghanaian company is doing well, he also get a soft loan just as other foreign companies are doing. So I don't think say we are promoting Ibrahim against foreign, even if it is so. So what? He's a Ghanaian. First Ghana and its people before any other person. That is how every country behaves. Argentina, America of all people, COVID by devastating. They are not prepared to release their Pfizer. What do you say? Yeah. Why? America first. When the American even I call what they say, we feel proud to say we are American. Why are we not proud of ourselves? Because of Sir Nyoma we, the Biam, young criticizing Nipani. I will continue to praise Ibrahim. But, Adia Nyansua, Mecca, or invading taxes here, Mecca.
That is exactly the point I may expect so be emphasized.
Or invading taxes here, Mecca.
Whatever you said in the past was on a specific situation.
I say, Akwana Yanoka. Ibrahim, that time, but, or pursue until ye. Me were documents, a chair say, oh, ye heavy duty equipment, went to your duty. I fired him well, and he paid.
He paid, yeah.
He paid. So Johnny Walker, who TV3 hono, so who nimwa, and ya me sweat to say you. Unim ne Ghana what? Ghana films was a thing.
Ghana films, yeah.
And then DC for almost 5. Mutiaka. Oh, by a massacre to train some about what you need some fun. I'll bring the history of TV3 for you to see. That's a bogus attitude of Ghanaians. They have taken everything. I only yes, a homo dia. So who nimwa? Where Mia Wanoa? I may attack TV3. Who the history I'm going to bring? Homo match them a paper kura. Homo see homo tuesika. And this for no. Homo ye owners of TV3 no. Homo match them. What do you say? And this and then the pana yabiana ye bona baswa. Oti ho. Why you see to send ya utu form? And I will can't say who. Anyway, don't let me digress because we have important to discuss to educate Ghanaians, not these myopic thinkers. You are praising. What is wrong with that? And the SRO competition. I'm also mad you for India for company, almost praise you. We have to adore our own people. Let's put politics aside. Honey pano, why Bonnie Maka, into why the papa, Maminka. Is that what Johnny Walker or whatever Johnny Hughes is saying? Is that what the other person is saying? He said, we are promoting Ibrahim against other. Why not? Even if it is so be it. Because He's a fair citizen of this country, meaning he's a Ghanaian against other competitors. And therefore, for a Ghanaian company to build itself, we need to promote it.
Yeah.
Now, as I see, I made them no demands are people who want to go and buy. Apparently, my name is Onyan Stati. Because me who truck no na a book of me say back me area only actual jata cement me. But I say now omo here test run. They say no signal no children say Ghana for we are widely ya gwini befie more ye be patronize nti no omiem on starting in time because a goodwill ne basisi ana one take advantage of Ibrahim. That's it. You take off no ebedini. So the way Ghanaians have come to accept it because I mentioned it, yeah, why not? Take advantage of it and open more businesses. Now, we are soon Mecca. It is no problem there. I'm afraid, you know.
As part of you promote business, no, and the culture now you can business, no. Like Honorable said, so what you promote business, na febe enko basse. Kutia tas and untia tas near betna now you're gonna near NTS no so yenka. Wabrabe public idea you can want some definitely and yenswa ye beka. But media the good idea woman say what me competition nim. And idea who come a be a woman for years. It's not easy. It is your money push now. How do Ghanaians get to even know say and no a Ghana need and yam one no to company and go so. Yebeye enne yebeye ochina yebe ni de bia se wonso wo bibia wo yetimi de be wura Ghana abesesa Ghana mayemu.
There's another young MP Akando. He's also doing rice of frame you know say we have na me de promote bi ma me so adan wo de ba so am bi ani e di bi hwe na me hu say taste no e che India ni Chinese for the adan kama. I was joking but me ne di nkomo he made very important point. Say, me catch and say, Ghana made rice. Uko, Sachere Dumasi, Ejura, whatever, now Kofa Bedruha, 350 Ghana cedis per 50 kilo. Abra, enwa die di begu ebi salad ebi be 190, 210, to highest price 270. It is a move way or a question of affordability.
Yeah.
I'll go and buy a so and all catch him say minia problem I want and he said Ghana they don't subsidize for large scale farmers. One can say or say large scale farmers rice they don't subsidize them. Now small scale farmer as a peasant farmers on to mount 10 bags of fertilizer. Which I think we have to change because no say otumiya between 600 tons to 1,000 tons. We have to subsidize so that they can produce in large quantity. You see, let me give you simple economics. When you put money in the large-scale farmers in the form of subsidy, what you say, you gain it back by cutting down importation and the stress on your dollar. Because rights importation into this country and sugar and yasam kitwa. So, ADBF said he made an interesting point that maybe a Greek minister should take note of that. And see how best we can help it. Because your mommy cousin be contract the buffer stock. We see 200 Ghana cedis per 50 kilo. Or your specific Ghana made rice. Okay, now 350. What it means is that Onipa na all year 350. Onipa and demanding more. And you don't do me because obi akwa no assign now oba beto bibi fofo. So, into your condom so the rice. Why NDC ni? Yeah. Why NDC ni? But why Ghana ni? Omo munti ase. Anyway, the difference between NDC and MPP ni say. Omwa enka where they may politics kakra. Omwa enka trade minister will never go there. Tisenia Honorable Alan Chirmatin Akko Ibrahim company ho inspecting your mind encouraging. Safumavu has been there. Yeah. I've not been there, but I've seen it and talking about it. NDC for me to say Toniedu, Dr. Toniedu. Or to me, advice Mills say President Kufuor affordable housing now was season. He shouldn't complete it. On Konkosini there. And he says Sagleme. I mean, that's the difference between NDC and MPP. Akwana will share Adokondon Siututi TV3. No, I'm letting you know. That's the difference. MPP for Chiro say we are all Ghanaians. Into NDC Krana, we are patronizing his business. We have to encourage him because of funny power. And yet, well, the offer NDC for you now. The advantage to MPP for Ibrahim opening or setting up a UNICEF. So offer NDC for now mu ya juma no mu asuma to mu a akufo-addo beto make in Agyapong demonstration. You don't get it. What do you say? So we have to promote a Akando we call up to 1,000 tons there. And yeah, we have to look at such people omuko in large scale. Na abino intimate more na you move.
Me sure say when in your time near government responsibilities or the be push you become more on some of the near manner you expect say government with me at the abwa. Honorable, now me can be briefly on and whether my main selfish and numeric kakra. Na me put you also on. Now me kind on the notice the display of your mission or your companies and all those. And I mean who say what you say you believe you're a strong believer in giving with a purpose and that you want to enhance the quality of life within communities or companies a year into operations. So Madina haya na mdem ye Madina ni into where meaning say yes net 2 ewo Madina and yema bibi so yema Madina name like Oliver me Kaiwo that statement say me say Kaiwo na net 2 Kencity wo Madina na yem hwe Madina fo nso mame na yehu how I betimi in terms of maybe like you said in your operations you would want to use when you come into contact with the communities use it as a change to help the communities. So possibly ebia your young businesses be your other even here push kakra ebia betimi ebia won yeska anye placement and this animal but we be betimi asele push you monso kakra based on the statement.
My statement ebi ni say enra enna nanzan na when we salam
2 days ago.
2 days ago ye che inuoma na ma muslimi fo no example and he say almost say Madina for mu achemienu enti omunya 26 bags 13 with their oil odiase. Besides that Zongo for also got theirs different. That takes you to almost 30 bags to Madina for whilst Kantamanto 8 Kanda 6 Way so 10 Ashama 8 odiase. Because a higher Madina for territory. I serve them first with the bigger example. But Mamenka Assemble. You see, people have dreams. Omunye pusher. Omubetimi aye. See, before some we share papa bi was here. Now, we are going to talk about entrepreneurs. The dream, and he say, obey pavement blocks. What do you say? To buy an estimate of $20,000. We are learning. I'm not perfect, but outright, me who said no ebegu. First, a year the budget a Kia $13,000. Then machine and raw materials $7,000, making $20,000. Because you say, oh yeah, Jumana, any 5 months ebegu. You know why?
We invest casino into you can say something you might call possibly for now liability because we started production.
Good. Oh, idea no. But so brofu indeed. Me catch you say me only me qualification. Me catch you.
I said of economics now. You know.
No, me qualification. Me degree kura me dey. QBE. Okay. Qualified by experience. So, one, nientia na adwuma no begunu say, ukoto Kia, any Kia that costs $13,000 is not a good car or a good Kia. First. What you say? Now, who can invest in car which is more expensive than the machines and the materials you are going to use to work. Na car and besides so there and no de be fa blocks and na pavement in ama what fail
producing
because say one to me am produce at the end kesia we buy the crown now the truck na fa and the simplest answer I gave him and answer me pointing out just why mistaken me say instead say we the $13,000 ebe to Kia no for $13,000 no e top machines no more any raw materials. One, ye edaya ye si nyina ye kra anwea ofroma otuanka no akofaba odiase cement obekwa akofaba ni nyina is part of the production cost. Uwia obi a obetono instead of going to spend $13,000 to buy a car, you let somebody or no you're interested in transportation to locate his Kia there. Obi toya Johnny 1,000 bucks, 1,000 blocks or see what call agbogloshi. No, they na kodiano. It's not your responsibility. What you say? Until such a time, ubeti me expand ya dena who say me ankasa me to me Kia transport no so ebeba be di me. Mama mfa me ankasa me da bia me di me fie na example. Safo of abi. Minua no free America buy. Okra $200,000. Ti obey business we say we see the shops be 3 e we kromo. Emma also about cement. Ti me ne ko gas. Ye krom ni bi. Or ye no a commercial man ya here so no kra na ko Ibrahim oni. Enti or yes about cement. Na me ka che say. Munti advice am the man. Me ka che say cement no margins no is so small. One way truck bananya accident na say obi bia cement na ya be boka. Enti yani say everything building cement, paint, plumbing equipment, nails, whatever bibia to be kakra. Na you want to say alata for drum. This my brother didn't listen to me. Okoto articulator truck. Na muntie ni yakra ne say oni meti ho say na make a chance please don't get yourself involved in the truck. Me nyonku be your friend Jones. No ka kire no me cousin your friend KK or Remia ontie me na na ka so obajo obled fu. Wantie me na watie me nyonku no e ka kire ne say soja ni bi ka asai magazine Kumasi enti wonkoto. No, wakoto truck na one country. Or fixing it, just say truck na ntimi ankota koradi 2 times without repairs. And was akoto Kia at the car. Say or save transportation. The transportation a year about 1,200 Ghana cedis from Takoradi to Fusu. Truck no koba. Enam say na asesi magazine bi tu rufu a wamfa okoto enti no truck no ko ba okoye maintenance repairs wo ho a over 3-4,000
asabe dre ni usika
articulator truck no to asai Kia asai asa articulator truck no and Kia no sika no na nko betimi di ato e bia nails na doa ato paint ato brushes. What you say? Me see you all building. Ubia baba be to be. When tie no be go to. ewi ase no oba me ho abebo besi ana se wo se madwene eti se wadwene a nka emienu ya se nka esika hye nka hin na akọ asa akọ pesika I inject it into your business on the business no enye se waso dae keke se wo koye adwuma. So coming back to your question, obia what in the business ideas beba not only commitment, I'm not going to do it. You know why? It is a nipa wako stradi any adama wa amre na mo my life becomes so simple say oh sorry I know the bill aba me pese me ya dey say enti boame usika say menisika. Wow, right there what fail it because you don't have that commitment. One kasa un someone in fifre Emma wo mrenye sika and one who say sika we dey me mane hye enti se me ko nipa somasi ho akwaji bi aka ho a nipa somasi nso no wa bre enwanya enti me bobi si a metua. But say wo say wo dey wasondaye you are the biggest dreamer. Wo dreamu ya no na wadwuma ni na say ti Agyapong kwasia onye sika wontimi ni they call was sponsor. I won't do it. I won't do it. Make people be committed to omo akasa dreams no more. By showing say oh obia waba me nchen a watimi aka chem say badwuma me ne udi nko aka o Mr. T say me do say me pese me ko say these are the people I will help. But enye say oba ya na udi obaka kire me say me pese me ko ton nioma enti me be pesika o hold ya control. Life is so simple. No, it is not. What you say? Enti ne obi a o ka kire o say wo ba no waboa no me wan prepare ho enti mi an kire me ne wo wabre enya now person me na me fund media. I'm not going to do it because over she's can easily.
I think what put it so perfectly. Business idea without commitment. And as a why wasn't to me bibi me who say what to an amount koba na you push we be nobody will support that.
As a banks we who corner ko bobisia. You have track record. You have investment, you know. Any and some with the viability of the business that you want to do.
Therefore, and yes, honorable Obek radio so no I can TV so no I can say send your work no. Obia at any point in time, what say you must say be here, baby. But make sure, say, what to an amount, you have that concrete evidence to engage with.
My example to what you are saying. Emrebi naminam. Sia nem hu say, crash be a tone, phone a yink tinkitini. Tina traffic a chain I'm starting in a dinko. Bonko mo free he no a born away say. Start it up, so okay. Enna, my man is cast on. And there was all phone shops bare for circle. You know why he has succeeded? Because a Rihanna no Ojinamuno, a Rihanna Ojinamu etowadian. It shows how serious are you. And to me son na say no, that's it. Mesa drew traffic light war a great bank head office. See. Na washishe nyoma. Me say bi nanam di I get fascinated when I see guys, especially boy bi abi hu na or ni 9 year ni ya or so na autumn brushes. That day me tobe 10 na me here but I just bought it because on fan ya de ni me gina ho emesreska. He's still working. Yeah. These are the people we have to help. Boy na no gina a great bank ho yi. Many didn't come on or catch him say, Nisika ye 200. I was 200 and I return was yes. Man can't we and I'm called. Another time, Mijina didn't come on. The one day, I'm so okay. J. 300 or 500 so on fan come and kotoy. T. We do a number share ni. Eyina washishe no na ekosoro odi ase say wakobo baby a onu te oton that person will definitely succeed odi ase na enye obi a hondi or sorry a na waba say me person ko ye adwuma say usika ese ya me nibi can Agyapong banga obeji. No, it doesn't work like that.
Sure.
And the Bible no cry say osoro boa ni oboa no ho. And we pay the parable of the talent. Emra usikani no etu kwan a ode na chigya ne nko amiensa. Nko no miensa no okobae no obisa ba ko say na sika nam de ma ode ye dai wose metutu fom enam de show se fama. Second one obisa no wose me ye mfaso say na ba so twen. Third one ode ye dai wose sika na de ma me no mabɔ ho. It means so man 100 series o tu kwan ba no wanya 100 series aka 200. Into oje ne otutu fom de ne de ne share ho and wo share no according to mienu no emfaso a omunyae. Onim the significance of that parable. It simply means I remember one day na Peace FM na kwaku ba ko ne Kwasi Pratt argument no can say e Bible mu say God help those who help themselves. And he was referring to the parable of the talent. But that day, now Kencity Pratt challenge it say it's not in the Bible. It is not in the Bible. Dito say, God help those who help themselves. But Jesus spoke in parable.
Yeah.
Say, untimi fa unsa ensho dem fam expect manna from heaven. So it is all bamanim. Now person boa. Show me what you got, what you have done so far. But so now so to me so that kese waso enti me mouse come fanko. No, that is not how I work. I want people to be committed.
Sure.
Just so this kind of man or appreciate because on one kasa gina ewiamu ho no o hwe bra wo bre no a na obi aso na sen amana timi ayi. The same way mami bi mi hu na asa me mo no twede hu na no aso o ese so na mi hu ni da anam koto no wo Tema station waba besi main Supreme Court. Good. Old Parliament House. Old Parliament House. Traffic light. Na ma amene ton handkerchief. And I'm a man iska. Say fan koton na akola shebechi. So the next time I mean ohumi no na 37 or sabe jimiska. A fake crowd, no on top of osres. How can I give money to this woman again? The woman guys a money trade, but will look like Yaro Fontino, you know. Another guy, 37 military hospital. Now the Akurabia Besio say Akolano Yari or Yari. I'm so key. Or the Mike in a Jose, no Casa, Omo Pescani, to be stop away. Na me free and economic stop. Sha kwala no si ona nam so. O de fa no bra. I need a hospital bill. Masa. Make onini maame no buy. Sa na kanana no mu ye.
Akola na nyare.
O yare.
But
o ma ye o ma dwene say yare no enko enti no o mu de no gigiska. Majiminti. Eye humobro na nyese majimi. Enti o ba ye no on fire in Manam Kotua, Kolibua. Stories of Manam Zenia Koi. The last time I saw the guy, who Mamino, now Ojina, Ufri, Fosu, Eba, Kumasia, Otra, a great friend number 1, number 2, or Kwan so. Me who say Aquani Jina, Cisania no Ojina 37, no, preachy. Oh, if you would hear corn, that kind of any day, Oba.
Definitely won't.
Yeah, I will not help you. So, indeed, there are good ones too.
But the genuine ones are more brave, definitely over. I just for and son of can you about the entrepreneur and to answer that main topic, young dying horses here, your banner acquaintance.
Freddy's corner magana yet the brutal. Oh yes, the beer better of Freddy's corner beer. The better watch it. You can see free. Freddy's corner, your home appliance, baby. Your fridge, TV, microwave, air conditioning, gas cooker, washing machine, Bluetooth speakers, stabilizers. mobile phones, laptops, printers, CCTVs, any bebre kwa. Brands no so there authentic nkoa. Na there then say, what try there one cedi mpo every Freddy's corner. Ye beche wache there free.
Freddy's corner magana ye dampa. Seven original laptops, mobile phones, any accessories papa no ne Freddy's corner. Laptops, any mobile phones there. Freddy's corner ye number 1. Share Freddy's corner was circle. One is city light dino share anymore. Freddy's corner, your authentic source of quality home appliances, latest mobile phones, and its accessories.
Fellow Ghanaians, the Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service and partners are introducing a vaccine against the deadly coronavirus. From March 2021, Ghana begins a free national vaccine rollout for all persons 18 years and above, starting with healthcare workers, government officials, security services, the aged, and persons with underlying conditions. The COVID-19 vaccine is safe, effective, and has been tested and approved by the FDA. Please remember, the vaccine is an additional preventive measure, so all existing protocols must continue. Let us continue to wear our face mask, frequently wash hands with soap under running water for at least 20 seconds, or sanitize often and practice social distancing. Stop the spread. Get vaccinated against coronavirus for additional protection and prevention. This message is from Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service and partners. This advertisement is FDA approved.
The Mama Kwaba the attitude show so. My main guy was a health alert clinic Medina Omo just behind the Atlantic Bank. Ope say okokoye scan, okoye hepatitis B, free screening BBA, ultrasound scan ubenye bi massage, laboratory service bi alcohol ubenye bi. A herbal clinic will provide herbal organic products in kwa. Omo working hours here Monday to Saturday 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Location here Medina Post Office behind the Atlantic Bank, Accra. Number is 0242518893, 0242518865. Health Alert Clinic. Let's go Herbal. Honorable, no ideas pa. Me business person me go into business. Me ideas. That is the first saying of any entrepreneur or person, but you first come and sell the idea. How do you develop that?
First of all, you dream of a vision. Say, me dream vision. This is how I want to be. A guma say na mpese me be. What do you say? Yeah. Until say you walk the talk, it is not a vision. It is not a dream. You say what implementing dreams. Say a guma say na mpese me be. I was starting say we. And no nana who fulfill your dreams. But yes, ideas. And the ideas no there be ideas you will trim. There be ideas you will trim. You don't take any bold initiatives to implement the ideas. That's how they are. I'm afraid you can't call it a vision or a dream. So it becomes your dream becomes a dream when you walk the talk. When you take bold initiatives to work at your dreams or your vision, then you can say you are moving. And yes, they are dreams. And then be able to I can do this and I have this idea, I have that. And so you do from one. You can't do it. You see, you might have good dreams, but once start here in ye, ebia wo envisage say obeye bibi kesi. And you first have to start small. You start small. When people begin to patronize what product, that is when demands no eye kesi na unyeska na gradually will expand the business. But oko start wom say especially a business unkomuda. To say steel plant, you see, the estimate the warehouse itself and the machines is costing $25 million. Maybe a form normal generators, whatever. My said the 30. We are minimum $15 million or $20 million capital. My budget from inception is $50 million that I have to work at. And then I'm a hashishim. What do I say? And I'm a hashishim. My budget, and so for the 31,000 tons cold store, is also about $20-25 million. The whole crowd here, and no building the cold store itself will cost between 16-17, which is cheaper than the 25 steel plant. But you'll be surprised. It's a fish. Any poultry, normally tuna na ukoto. Ne board any chance.
Still, yeah.
So 31,000 tons. You need a working capital if you want full capacity. You need about $16 million to fill it.
Because last time I said 1 ton be cost about
2 million. Yeah. So to fill it, but the cold store itself, about 29 or so, because you have my ice plant. And I'm more sizing room for tuna. Tuna no bar. You can no large scale export to me. You cheap tuna no bar. You best size or grady.
Good, yeah.
So no more share almost Strauss no. Into bar size we be at the board. Weight, those things. But no board nation. Into damn these are my dreams. But many customer so. I will not leave any stone unturned. I am going ahead. And I've started both at the same time. I'm doing it. And I'm going to do it. Sikano New $110 million, but mayor. So, you have to dream, you have to have the vision, and you have to act on your vision and your dreams. And yes, I forget it. It's not going to work. So, now, I don't know if I've answered you. I wanted us to start the basic and explain who is an entrepreneur.
Exactly, sure.
So, who is an entrepreneur?
The last time we tried to explain the difference. Obina ono webi adwuma na yafa no no ono de yeah and you bet
CEO, he is classified under the managers by the head of the manager.
Exactly. So
the difference between chief executive officer and the owner of the business.
Yeah.
You can give him a title to say you have one group chairman, whatever. Musikan get you move from group chairman or group chairman of Kencity. So go back to
okay. And in relation of the Okase Wutin, what say yes our program no. Ebi mu twa sa portion den ko a Okase uti plans e wu uti musika nso. I don't know the say hey na organo no so the plans in the second so
oh but some monkeys play by sizes.
I know.
First na me hawk on the street. Yes, pick a chocolate atrana said yes. And you move ko anim kakra e ko Germany e ko kukum ya ba America be taxi gas station, those things. Whoever thought say we'll get to this level. But I say all these things to encourage especially the youth that are coming say if you are determined to succeed in life, now you work at this, you will definitely get there. And you can do better than Agyapong because because media menya obi as a role model and guide me. What do you say? Any any name one the ascend from School of Common Sense. Edia frema be do isa. Maybe I would ubetimi aye. So the difference between the entrepreneur, the owner of the business, and the chief executive of the business. The chief executive is the one who runs the show, the day-to-day activities, managing everything. He's the head on top. Now, you have the branches of operations manager, or chief operations, whatever, director of finance, work or human resource, Ne kofom.
Like Obaha, Ubekasa Madam.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Madam is the chief executive.
Yeah.
I'm the group chairman who is the owner of the business. One say, I don't come here day to day. I'm not here.
Yeah.
And she and Kenneth are running the show.
Yeah.
Me here answer my account to my cash didn't know so I'm a muja. Say the ultimate aim of every investor is to make money. Don't me run near you know, me check it. And of course, and yes, me juma doors one kadebia no me wa na me no mu discuss an entrepreneur in simple terms is the one who puts factors of production into use. He brings them together and use them to produce. Factors of production, labor, land, capital. So, Timema Bay, the Betoasa Asio Madina, which is the land. Medisika, ebe shame, and the sea dying, a kototo equipment. 2. Labor, employers, from madam all the way to the cleaner or security. So I put these 3 together and set a goal for myself. Say, this is where I want to go. So what I say. In simple, the basic economics idea is the one who puts all the factors of production into use. Simple. You have to make it simple for people to understand.
But answer now based a combination. No what the kind of conceive
the
a dream.
Idea. You should have a dream. You should have a vision. Say, this is the way I want to go. In fact, sometimes my reaction from response from certain people, and a mommy said here, I'll say thank you to Ofosuampofu because I turn my negative to be positive. I always tell guys, turn your negative to be positive. What I mean by that is that Ofosuampofu na me nene come apana, ye fight, war, peace effort. Na mkase me yankasa mekwa koti, me BA station. That's how I started it. And yeah, Hona, I'm starting. I began to inquire. Me pay license, now problems, you know. And how I got to know everything. Say every equipment, me and I'm toy. Omu TV cameras, and then Oma change. Me and I'm got to Tony, you know, Segetis. We call New York Segetis. We call downtown, 34th Street. Some Jewish company, big, ton cameras, you know.
Okay, so DNH, you went to DNH,
yeah. I got to toy, you know, equipment, maybe we call Italy. I'm conversant with Hiniomana Wahan. And me bana mam story pe. I know. My funny story be. I brought a sophisticated a friend chroma key eti and this way I'm person muye. Ubetimi asset here amount about 300 backgrounds as far back as 2007. You don't believe it, sir. One moment has could not use the chroma key. Now Omasa Kokuka board. Oma condemn chroma key no complete. No Makuka board and the higher background. Can you imagine?
That's one digital.
Right, and one digital, you know, it gives you different background. And then in the end, said the whole a slow power. They couldn't put it to use. These are some of the frustrations businessmen come in here. But I want to go into details why Ghanaian businesses we are not succeeding. So we are not succeeding. If you give me chance, I will go into details.
Remember chance no wako but answer no ma menkai was say Freddy's corner Uncle Fred they are not honorable can one day say you are turning your lemon into lemonade. When you go through some of these things, it's like somebody throws lemon at you, and you know, but will turn into lemonade. One day also would turn it for some fish, you know, into positive. So we perform for part of Freddy's corner and Ubenyebi, Samsung, Nokia, Infinix, Huawei phones, you know, TV set, air conditioners, laptops, domestic car washing machine, and mobile phones. Freddy's corner, the best in mobile phones and laptop. Yakano has for 5 times, Omaji the best mobile phone dealer in Ghana. Omo, and a deal in all the best mobile phones you can get in Ghana. Ubenyomo 0544 959 195 or 0207 937 323. Your home of authentic mobile phones, home appliances, and accessories. You can always depend on Freddy's Corner. Honorable, you bet me go into details.
Good. My main example of now explaining actually why Ghanaian entrepreneurs we don't seem to be doing well. And they say our mission statement in most cases, Ghanaian entrepreneurs no a dream. The moment they set up the business, they don't follow the business principles, their vision, whatever missions, the vision no maunya sa mission statement. And many a time or most of the times, no, your businesses no and go well because first one. Onipa no daya waso say or person you see. You even check the location we are going to put up the business. Location. So in business, in real estate, for instance, especially real estate, it's location, location, location. Again, I repeat, location, location, location. Every business at Uber, a specific area. What the human one, even if it's far, you save the cost of land. Ebetimi abeshare transportation. It says steel for cement for omuni na mwachiri. What you say? People will go. I will buy real estate. Now per you making money. Kesenia here, you look for good areas like cantonments, Laboni, airport, human rage. Easily gone, whatever, you know. But the Hon Crown real estate, I will come back to it. Real estate. There are two ways of investing in real estate. You see, you can do a projection into the future and say, in the next 5-10 years, Accra will go beyond barrier. Or Accra in the next 5-10 years will include Ebri.
Yeah.
Or Ebri will be part of it. So what you do is you look at the price of Ebri lands and capitalize on it. Say in the next 5-10 years, I'm going to sell it at this price. So, you can do that. But enono is block investment. Although real estate is still block investment, such locations in the block capital. Yeah. But you can take risk and say you enono say you smell money. Smell money. You make projections and say that in the next 5-10 years, Adenta will be so big. In Tibia aviation as I see, I'm going to buy so much and keep it. What do you say? Yeah. And so in the next 5-10 years, new developing personal almost course. Yeah. And now, the real layer location. Young person society hotel. What the hotel? Ekosi Abekala Pass. Now I catch them say, oh, hotel Abekala Pass. This all the short time. I shall for you. You're not going to make money. Yeah. As simple as that. You make money. You will not make money because semi-free Abekala Pass, a business center, make me a de-trafficking by 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah. And that's so na nipa no accessibility no any here no.
Yeah.
We know there is movement.
You put you off. Or ko any business, let's obedi traffic him or better hotel 3-4 hours and sana. He won't come. Yeah. Moving pick enamity. I have homes that are far bigger than moving pick 4 bedrooms. But I'm sorry, I'm not. We are no more surprised. we were moving pick inside now. No my bossy Minister of Roads and Highways. Na me in them. No transport cost, nothing. What do you say? And the location, you know, it's important to cite your hotel. Ubenye nipa. Ode hotel no ekosi achimotani ya. Right there, omu grade 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. In your ma ewo hotel no mo the grade more. But who location ground is a complete put off, whether it's 5-star or not. Many people will not go there. Sa now per se, real estate now high class. Am I using the right word? People that have the purchasing power to pay the rent.
The middle upper class.
Right. Yeah, I'll use middle class, and upper class now. Then you have to cite it around these areas. You know. In this way, now see, what we do, baby, pam. Now, obviously, apartment, kasi pan, sheteshi nungwa, baby. He said, but this guy, how much is he going to make? You know, the only difference, and he said, the cost of land at Cheshi Nungwa is cheaper than Abia, Laboni, or Cantonment. But, what transportation costs, any new better, unavailability of raw materials, be out by any baby, a fana ba, a canon, one way near, anyway you pay. A year penswa, people that are going to rent those apartments, they'll start you from 500.
Yeah, because it's far.
Because it's far. So who your investment are? The business location is very, very important. Location. It is not only the real estate. They say, main country, yes, I must start answer. I'm going into another business. Maybe I say, oh, I'm quiet. Go for an after 204 acres, you know.
Oh, okay.
But nyame beye menya kase meye sa adwuma no so me wie the last coast or any steel plant now that is the next year that I'm going. And I'm nam pram me hwe makohu nipa bi o say obeo 80 something acres e will come to 25 or so 300 and 600 and something acres e will pram. I don't need too much, about maximum 50 acres. This time in cotton kesiam panto and will be a safa. 50 acres now, the yes, I'll do it. So, but the nature of the job, wherever I cite it, people will come there and buy. What do you say?
In this case, no, the Jumana Nkasa would determine Nipano coming
yes.
to baby beer.
Yes, they will come. On the first, so when you are here, it depends on one kasa. Adwina wodwene say, aha na mpese me de me business ne ko. Aha na mpese me de me business no eko. 2. Problems Ghanaian businesses are facing in this country is that just as I told you, say, me see or me build or man FM in 2. Say bia me no for some for koye argument. Ewo Peace FM. Na me yes me TV. You see, although it has worked for me, most people it will not work for them because they did not even analyze or do a feasibility study. Say na despite utimi a build a Peace FM. What do you say? The guy, he's very, very smart. Utimi ma edin keke selling a human. Time and I radio for yeah. No, the peace. Was it peace? Asumdwe FM. Right there, a catchy like fire. So, neat fufu. Neat.
So that's branding.
What do you say? Branding makes a big difference. And he said, Ghana for Bibra a juma. And no be a juma. why ya adwuma no entimi ne say eno anso ahu say Agyapong ebie TV station inti ena ye kobie bi we have over 40 television stations in this country and when omo ba na my source dey na wo why your feasibility who how much you going to make akobie TV station it is a bank for my bi ba me nchen no mo pay account na make sure so metimi ama won coastal account oh dabi ye pay television any no my source dey what do you say it is a obi she jeans no obi she suit when you meet them officer jeme obi a o she suit no onu na wo ye what to do anyway but the appearance will deceive you obi a o she jeans anyway but what he can afford or offer no you'll be surprised and the Ghanaian businesses ne bebri omo yesuatere what do you say I dare you say let these TV stations come and tell you say obi tuminya even $20,000 a month na wa hwe nipa dodo a obetue omuka and TV more expensive than radio so the obi anu answer say okobie TV station hwe radio station atwa pity the whole country na ukọ they said nap radio ewo fosu ere no we bebre me but me no I did it because of political like because na nkofobi edom radio station e politics against MPP so that I say I'm good but business sense ankasa there it doesn't make business sense to open a radio station at Asimfosu because advert eba ho na na ayi ocheneme kwasi mensa yie na ye be ya no wo butuase or whatever or dumping because agriana se ho announcement here wo ahin obetua
that's a business sense party no but no. It was because of a different
it was because of politics intina me radio station but business ankasa there and come I establish because I will not get my money back and what intina amaka chiro man say omo de omo nyam fa nidi na say propaganda bi na obi yarom so account but I'm not expecting profit from them but I've also told them say I'm not going to bring money from Accra to pay them I won't do it ti mayamamo mo amunye emfantua moka na nkofo adwembone a omo de ye radio eyiro de ba yenso yebetimi account that is my main aim anya sa padia radio stations are equals community radio they are all not making money so into ubeden na waka say wakoto equipment e de akogu asen dumping a radio station and they are going to make money right there what to see them on the uhwe ena businesses bebre esuatre and also a man especially adwoa abie boutique Grace any emenso could be a boutique especially a man who amwa brochire and Ghana from wa brochire ntie when they come here on holidays and our vacation number 2 say omo namfufu omo je omo kwae no omo bia adwuma omo yeseya they don't even check a kwan of fast obi adwuma no ana sani osi ye na adwuma no also my classmate na me ni no ewo legon ana tech ene me koye ka wo dem ene intimenso me ko na you fail oba no wa misa wa anya research po hu se ni nyonko no se ni boyfriend ene man sika koto metimi aka no crachro I'm sorry but I have to tell the truth first no shops be bremani bi yina most of them kwa na drugs show mo ene wakoto wuzu wa misa nyonko no se e kwa be no fa so yin wuni akukudu adekoton drugs into buy obebi o shop anagu and now drug no almost easy akọ from drastically no almost anko for home shops no egu so enti oba bi ho a ana be ma bi ho a eno anse oye suatre se wo hu se ni nyonko wei eye sei into ono so koye bi again another mistake ran say grace ton na 2 caps adenti na dey wo dey unkoye research into other products any market and be the pioneer. You struggle in the beginning, but when it takes off, speed be they are not ready to take risk. They are only copycats. Entrepreneurs. Yeah. If you are an entrepreneur, you should be able to take risk. A calculated one. You can calculate it. Calculated risk. But me, I can take risk. A bar, so be it. My bofuma, I start. So, enti ebinim wo ho a eno an say wanya sika no akobi adwuma no. Sa fundamentals yam de amawi. If it is prevailing, e wo adwuma mu pa, you are going to fail. Unim adwuma na ni so. E na wo me engaging myself out there to buy the equipment gave me an experience. Coming how this machine operates, how this camera does this, these are questions. The Corvato, and so New Jersey, I got to tow equipment from the hall. It didn't know me. The me banana no kasa who did me. So Ghana, ya jumani bebre yam kwanim because of copycats. So we share boutique na sanso sa obi tiwa sa na diachi. Another one, me gabi copycats. Se enye krono e na obebo e wo fuel mu pa. Gas stations o mabie no about 80% are not doing well. 80% gas stations. I mean filling stations. Yeah. So we call Accra to Cape Coast. Ubetumi over 100 and Makai be paying 111 filling stations on this stretch. Now adding, how are you going to make the money? And you see, who build the tank, the machines way a year from going now is very expensive. Ubedru baby na me tika no ma na me hwa about so ubedru baby na nkofo no pump attendants into no man say. The whole day will be unfound. I also a filling station. So we have to calculate. MPP bars so ade abasopa NDC for abreso no. Omo yes can omo the filling stations. And MPP abreso pharmacy shops all over. Every a pole be on pharmacy and so esio. So Edipa baby no go with what is flow. I say first no you go school you trainee MBA obi e kwa MBA edu baby obi e person kwa lawyer sa na entrepreneurs ni bi nso ye obi e ton we intimism ko na bi ko bi ene say bi o wa you should me say me wo madwuma betimi atena ho ummu adwuma no ba menye ska and so me say, I'm taking risk to set example for Ghanaians. Say, we can take our destiny into our own hands and we'll be master of our own country. And until I say, Misty plant, Messi, I'm a Ghana for who say, just as Ibrahim has done with the cement, I'm also going in there to challenge foreigners. No more, yes, a Ghanaian can own a steel plant in this country. That is why I'm doing it. And yes, I can go to me wo kwan bi so a madwuma bi a wo mukura enso ho na cash number. So obi so wa yes aba ho nso entrepreneurs ni bebre eno an se wa bi adwuma no be man ni munyamfo ye ote ha yi asem bi e o kan o se wo pese o ko ni krom na okoye poultry ana bizaza na wo koye poultry ni wo krom horo wo betena ha aye adwuma o Kencity ana wo say ha am say any can found I don't want to use that word we no nye politics ni but come nasty with it say would sika no bɛkɔ akɔ bia adwuma wɔ kurom na wote ha sɛbi gafa kɔfa ahyawoni na wo de nya ace na nya satisfaction ansan wo because within 2-3 years this time the ace in create chance and within 2 years one we had the who share the at this hour you are sitting here working now who sika now the akoko bi adwuma wo kuro now sa ate ha let me tell you me say wo tu kwan ti se ne o chena me tu kwan akwa America na play mu mi ko share Jesus Christ na me Jesus Christ ya ye nyina yesum no aye nimu no e ka je no oyi no hu kirem se me ne Yesu agenkwa na amosum no na me nim Ghana pa don't believe in Jesus Christ again don't believe in Jesus Christ again because Jesus Christ obakaso onim Ghana bia he's been corrupted and therefore you have to make sure say you apply all business principles to protect your interests Ghana ni unini ye bibia fa Yesu Kristo tu nchen papa bi wo fare won pese me boni din why so humble or the Christosum we kesere se ni om si bu no what you say
but Bible now can say we should be wise as the serpent edi enyese ye Christosum sa na ere honhon sa nkoye kura na ote you should be wise as a serpent wo was na nani ati ye ma no e cloud yen so much ewu se bia otiki anamokro obeye enipa ne bone menka eti for say na ye be extended kakra nti your time no ye beko a little over because I feel ye kan adwumayefo na ankasa bia wote wo plans so person hye bibia se wan ti we ase a obeko akotu sika egu ona bo aka se bi se o se wan hwe yie honhon no usika na beko akwahye kwa beku ntem dan se bi mpo anka akonya yare bia ti enye careful baby a ye pese ye di esika ekura nti ne yeto ye bo ase
poultry a o se o kom ya branti obi ebe poultry farm untie ni I always say as Ghanaians we are naturally bombarded and they don't understand me obey poultry farm no manager na ordinary to ano no every time obeko bia no kosua odu obey 6-7 na kosua yi ni o ba ku mieru na tuam na o ka kire mana ona no ebe yie fe ni aye ebe yie ana ohwe akukọ a woso pa no wabu no kom ona no beba no yare ewom monyi nto ntwene no ma dress no mo koton ana obi ka che ne se akwa no 3 am ana kia olodu no full of eggs ti wonko of guys ampa 3 am oduru ho no na truck no siwa eludu ofra brochire ene beye poultry no one take it into account say Ghanaians are naturally bombarded enti opeso e poultry no a na o succeed a o sanko bossese onim sese meaning 2 bedrooms bi kura na ko tena premises ho nke be yi no ahwe basa wo se wakosi u down or East Legon wo koye poultry farm e wo fanchire bra akwajimi how they will kill you complete and they'll make you look so stupid so enti businessmen ni bebre they don't have the time for their business they don't marry the business that is why Ghanaian businesses are failing you have to marry we entrepreneur no be adwuma marry the job memi timi gwene sa na ma ha hyehyeme edu ba bi na me me yes scrabbles all of a sudden kofum adwo I say come on bring your mind here yeah I'm telling you the truth
bring your mind here honorable my main recommended New Life Homeopathy Clinic about Dr. Makaji ewo ho say ebi eto na yes bring your mind here Dr. Makaji ewo ho obeboa prostate conditions infertility both men and women stroke hypertension STI diabetes erectile dysfunction PME nyina premature ejaculation ubehu New Life ewo Kumase Atasumanso near A Life residence no baby A Life no sane ko form kakra bi New Life ewo wonsa nifa so ho no ma na enkran so ubewu dansoman first runabout near King Solomon Accra. Ope Dr. Michael J. Ubenya no 0243950049. New Life Homeopathic Clinic, your health our priority. Make us a reassure we pay Dr. Michael J. interview ebeba. It means sorry TV ne so. Obeto no boss ya church ni mani bebree mu. But the honorable Kano susu june about the marginal and talk akra because I know sunya.
You know, but why I'm winning so
Say
why I'm winning so. No one setting higher goals. Now you're so I want to be like Agyapong. Udu Agyapong. Does it mean that the boss stops there? Yeah. Is it the end? No. What do you say? So you should always be ahead and be the winner. Let others rather emulate you. Don't emulate people or others. That is me. And until I'm with me, I will be maybe say me greedy. And then when I'm dreaming, do baby, I'm be some. Na me cry, the Yankopon aye me ya. Why? Say me yes. Erado de wan kasa family nia. Ope se me ye. And when I said that, right there, na me tino empowerment e call for because who say me green too much. My ye aggressive. Say me pese me ye nyoma be within the shortest possible time. I'm not going to stop. I'll continue to think and plan. And it makes it difficult for me to fail. Anytime I listen to advice from people, me bofo enye ye. Obi no kasa ofu se umwade na otufu a umfa. Adwena madwene wo dem no a me sex no kra faili me no. Wo de no ansa wo de obehu se me ya de enfe na agina ho na ye say well sometimes I take advice but we are now we am sere. Ko I plan ade no wo dem ansa na me pie abonten. Enti na be trimu hihye me. Enti so person succeed dia adwene plan yie. Enye ayi osofo e na betumi amoa yie, enye komfo na betumi amoa yie. Take your destiny into your own hands and sky will be the limit. So enti entrepreneurs no a omu bi adwuma na omu ankasa enya daje for the business. No mo di shenkofo nsa. That is where they lose. And that is why most of Ghanaian business. I know the women who agree with me. Say anytime be madam of the shop, ube free hobe kobe bano. Who share the same hours. Would it the amount of money you made. Any who free horse ukwaba, or shop girl, amount of money she makes or made. Ube who said different. Your presence is always needed. And yes, we human de ebegu. One, obano, and only a quite fast one even sa wukunu and now boy crowded the mawa. With all due respect again. At to pound 2 years we impress and son or this kind of amount. You worked hard for it, and therefore you will not allow a girl just come there and siphon everything. Say, take your money away or let you lose your business. So man who monitor, who say, we are physically present, even smiling at Bema. Remember, sometimes, with all due respect, we behave like dogs. And so because the woman is smiling at her crown, she gets carried away and will try to back to me 3, 4. A business strategy, you have to smile. Who are you? You know how our bre enya investment no sir. And you respect people. Wo workers na odi o maba ho no. Wo you ani kakra bi a. Ase adwuma na wo ye no. O force no na o meye. They don't even care whether they're going to make money for you or not because when na ka say bosumi say na de be money no or jinisika. You know? And business is not a good bebre no. It's all about time and commitment. Senior foreigners no. I am not against any foreign investment. No. But we are comparing them say sika organa ha. Sika organa ha. Because abinti foreigners no die. Omu timi ba, omu ye investment and managing well. Enye sika no. repatriate ekotua wo mo bi se on board buy na ye ne de ye ntimi enya ye understanding of business, our perception, our way of doing business. Say me be adwuma. Ade ba ko enye biem. While I was arriving at where the no say we call it absentee businessman, absentee entrepreneur. Ebi na ayem wo Kumasi no a chef. Because I'm not there. Me hu nipa bi ani ho a me trust na obetumi aya yinti no. Oko o my account to this man na 7,006. So when you be out to car. I am telling you so that who are also ko be adwuma na woni adaji say obetena wadwuma no ho no. Forget it. Don't set up the business. So expansion of businesses, most of them are flagship. So we on the company we ha aya bisa ho say o company na wote ho e wo nkran no. Ana o company na wote ho wo Kumasi no. Eno ne awonte ho no. Adwuma no say na echo. So there are so many ways Emma Ghanaian businesses enye. But in your mama you a kill Ghana entrepreneurs. Aye kan ho asem na meka san akọ. Aye the loans. Interest rate and a level of dishonesty of the entrepreneurs themselves. Level of dishonesty is so high among Ghanaian entrepreneurs. Now, mama fa dishonesty na me chire nyom e dɔɔso ankasa. Hwɛ jeans way my chef I believe in practical example. Jeans way my chef over 2 years zip no ubi a gr na ba gr bubu bia meshe bia zip ate because you want quick money and you have a problem.
Oka bubu I can de ya pam no
Africa,
Ghana had ya pam show yeah
me raw me come your mistakes ya we can never compete with Ubuni. Adwemboni we trim easy way of making money, cheating people all the time, inferior quality over the year and price the same. Me say zip see zip. Me bubu biya zip. Eni me shab more 3 times na ati. Enti sa zip we. Omo to free. Na Ghana for mo zip on mo to free. Se obe susu mo ofi am se me mpe zip o de jato kro e kura metimi yi ma de ra fa ho agunsu na akomba bi. Ko se o twi ya na te na afa ho na wo twi time. Why? You want to make money? Easy way of making money? You are not going to make money. Because Uba, me tobium. The moment I say pronti ana ma twere odin, akọ a bogus designer. We are finished. Out. Mentor. What you say? Dishonesty in business. That is why Ghanaian businesses will be and succeeding. Again, another dishonesty. And he said, we don't have the capital. We don't have the capital. Ebini Kenneth Diana Okoya or say Tyson's. Say fishing industry, any poultry industry, rice, whatever. You get partners to team up with you from abroad, anywhere. What the Ghanaian businesses owners, entrepreneurs, about 80% they cheat their foreign investors and they don't come again. Or yeah. No wabuno say fish the minimum mupa mamichiro oba ebi auto who order 5,000 tons ubetua 1,000 2,000 tons or Judy now the amount now ton no we say I do the 10,000 beba that's it our first one also trickle me down to a man one koto free co-stores akesi en hono oba no be digwa enne watua wachina watua no build the relationship with you ado obeji kese no that's it onsi obi. We are naturally born bad. That is why our businesses don't succeed. Inti any person obey honest in business be succeed or Ghana. we are honest in business, but we succeed in Ghana. Esisie na wo kobu obi wo Italy, wo kobu obi wo Dubai, Turkey, America, UK. Now, about what do you expect your workers to do to you? Do unto others as you want others to do to you. And it's simple. Whether you like it or not, the level of dishonesty among some entrepreneurs in this country is so bad. And untina yajuma enye yi. Krono akohwie a easy way of making money. Inferior goods. Inferior goods. Ghanaians want to produce inferior goods and sell it as against the quality ones that have been imported into this country. How are you going to make the money? How are you going to make the money? Religious beliefs is also part of the problem. And then on Friday, Sunday, been 2 weeks. Now we come and say, "Me young could be by wedding." You know, Sunday, now say apartment kitu me got to turn chance in from Georgia roundabout to Bekwai roundabout. Apart from maybe a dimutu near Sundays, all normal shops were closed. Muntieni, except Palace on the right, Malcolm on the left. They were selling. How can you say utong in your man Malcolm Tonubia who bet me compete with them? You can't. You can't. Because and can you New Jersey say and in New York Sunday before 12 woman ton alcohol Jesus after 12. They also believe in God. Woman him says Sunday nipa be kwa sorry aye iti yanton. After 12 they sell. So you can 12:31 me if you so omo kwa sorry inti by 12:31 they no ma pon aba. Meanwhile you do on Palace any Malcolm kwa na edo. How can a Ghanaian entrepreneur compare or compete with the Malcolm and Palace? Malcolm is Indian, Palace is Lebanese. How are you going to compare yourself? Rubbish. And you expect your business to go on? You expect your business to go on? It will not go on. Now, if you are suffering now, so kick you, Yamu, obey ye, and you will see car or paget. Now, one quiet Juma, obey then when you see car, I have two collection, you are too tight. I am not against religion. No. I believe that any man or any person who says there's no God, to me, is a fool.
So says the Bible, and the Bible crack.
So I believe in God. But me manage and your man, me manage. And no crowds in Yankopon. So, enti Ghana for ye nyuma bebra enkoso is our own attitude. The entrepreneur is no different from the employee, because uwakwako wia ana wakwako bu partners na ade ba we dem say workers no more hwe omsu bebu omsu bebu ansana okay
also for being a cancer Reverend will be nasari or see Jesus Christo yewo Jesus Christo the part oji yenkwa obewuji yenkwa ani yewo Jesus Christo the part or share principles I did ye was so it will salvation we are the next is that the principles so principles ni be parable ya kind of the talent so when you are over there when you're the more until we salvation na apply in church na or chere ya di be di ye wo assassin so and also ehu hia men can segment here yedru GP1 heba Mr. Nedeba won so ubenya kwanya honorable eba nana no see the next topic na won so what the wajenchere aba ubetimi after 0240550899 that is honorable eba the next topic discussion we are but men can say GP1 heba Mr. Nedeba segment we ebreye open immune booster COVID abe we say boost your immune system open so energy level costro o cleaning your blood o support o prostate ayi weakness support na arthritis how o no mpemu joints na ya odin GP1 herbal mixture na wo hia o hotline +44 74 24 53 4161 Kumasi Subenya was 024493 4143 and 0243146172. Accra is 0596056332 and 024911353750. Ubenya GP1 Herbal Mixture and Rodi Binso Oman FM and 2 premises and I wouldn't to be TV and radio premises Asokwa and as a promise Herbal or Yerepa radio ewo edum honorable answer na ebe kwa your phone line no mema o boni ma miensa but o se dishonesty ne nko abo no kwa bo nya nwie because no kwa abo so e do so tien chen na ebe treat dishonesty no kakra na next time abia o tukwan o be ba bebe ma ebe se hia no na ya to so
the loans no am my but another key a year who raising first idea we brush it the short and say the mission statement simple means that the entrepreneur, the owner of the business, the businessman should set goals for his workers. You set the goals for yourself. Say this is how far I am going with my business. So Mr. Manager, if you don't share my goals and vision with me, out. Then it will trickle down to the ordinary workers. The manager knows the goals of the owner. So he's going according to the goal. Many a times we fail to set targets. Banks no mum na yade. Ghana banks no mum yade. But most of our businesses, we fail to set targets for the CEOs and the managers that we have employed. And also, we also fail to implement the goals by supervising the CEO and constantly reminding him that these are my goals. That is why I set up the business. If you can't give my target, I'm afraid you can't work with me. So we need to set goals and targets for the managers, those we entrust to run the business for us. You just don't be an absentee businessman and you don't inspect way. Me I'm not by 6 or this time I'm going for Bamincheni. I answer by 6. What gives me satisfaction is me namana me inspecting projects na me maybe some say hey passing dog man na me nada from temtem eco school and then me na me do say God is good and all the time God is good. Say it gives me good vibes for the morning. Na me de eco what you say. Obi say hey into dan bebrebe wo kai na me say Oni me dan ya me so wo me dan wo ne me sika nga wo nga njem se me kai na dem ko bo koro ne to na me nkai
kai be esi
me kai bibia so but untumi nye unkwa untumi nye ni nyina if you really want to aspire to the climax you need a good team to work with you. That is where we have a problem. And a lot of entrepreneurs or businessmen setting up businesses, they don't set goals for the people they employ. And therefore, they bring their own understanding of business. Sometimes a cake. Again, the problem, this one, I will defend the workers. Some entrepreneurs are not subject to change. They don't want change. Nia oka se wo ye na no. Onim say in 2007 the vision of net 2 any or Kencity say we have technology a change. So I should be susceptible to change. But most Ghanaian businessmen, they are not prepared to change. Until they don't even allow managers no workers no even to contribute. This is many kwabra kwachi babies them me ya program jiga no akate no. Obi obaga adentina ma yiwadi. Ebi okra na o save me.
Yeah.
Every one na me bu afuru am ko otumi ba na atena ne kasa. Gordon, obi atumi ba ne kasa no o kire na dwe. Odi ase. Enye ni nyina na mefa. Ebi nso wo wa me defeated na mafa. Next time, a honor me can't you actually me ba na ma kire so. Na no I think say contribution or suggestion was good. Intimate was. So, some business ebe koswa na managers no so almost assembly omo kan ebe boa company no. Ha na say owners no so etie. But ofu say ono na waso no da ya bie na adwumanti no on pese obetie obi a we say adwuma no so enkoso. So,
but who say innovation is one of here and it fits exactly as well. I want to innovate to meet the changing demands are eba. Now the status quo is set up and one this one overcatch.
Yeah.
And a human baby now no over free sister mama a bimo abi take over Agyapong a human baby eh. Mama announce phone line no 0240 550 899 0240 550 899. Also betimi afre na enne de yesia no also watch wadwene. Hello. Hello, Udini baby Alfrey.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Udini baby Alfrey.
Pastor, me da honorable Kennedy Agyapong say papa. Me nim no be. Sidi. And me nam so na me beti program or Oman FM. I think it's hot whatever I'm not here Oman. So I listened to this man, and the following week I moved from Chifopasu to Accra. I'm also coming to make it into Accra, and I was so determined because I don't know the man, but because of what I heard, I decided that no, I'm going to make it. And so I was living in our family house. I walked from Accra Newtown to Accra just to registering people to buy Samsung products. Because I did a research, I realized that a lot of people walk into Samsung offices and they don't buy. And so I went to these people that, oh, let me register it, when you are done paying, then I pick the product for you.
Okay.
In fact, it started picking up. I did that for 5 years and I saved a lot of money. And I rented an office. I started employing some of my own colleagues from the polytechnic and the universities. They came to, and after 2 years, my brother, Ghanaians are really bombarded. My wife got pregnant, and after giving birth, it was complicated, so we were referred to Kolebu. Just within 2 months, I couldn't go to the office. They collapsed my business. My business, so I've lost the office, now looking for money to start all over again. I don't know this man. I'm in Accra. I have survived in Accra because of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. I don't know him anywhere. And I was walking barefooted from Accra, Accra Newtown to Accra, just talking to people to buy electrical gadgets on credit. And today, I'm so proud to say that I have lived, I have rented, I married through my job because of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. But as I talk to you now, out of my wife's issues, and within that period, they collapsed my business and I've lost the office. And so I want to thank him so much for all he's doing for Mother Ghana. God bless him.
Okay. But what started Agyapong? Have you started?
Probably when he comes back from.
Have you started the business again?
Have you started your business again, or you just left it?
No, they have locked it. I don't have capital.
Wow. What a shame.
But at least it's a positive sign that you were able to start and you got somewhere. So it means that the principles are still with you.
I've locked the office. I don't have money to start all over again.
But how did you start the business? You said you were walking from Lagos town to Accra, asking people to buy the gadgets. You see, life or business is like, in literature, it's called multitudinous incarnadine. Waves, a coastal, number form, ekosro na ba form obanyini abranti otie me also ma bo form 3 times and sana me do baby I say all the time say turn your negatives to be positive. I can share this with you. I know the time I all can program friend the entrepreneur. The same way you started. And there you do better because you have credibility. You started a business. Go back. If you have to walk from Lagos town to Accra, start again. Don't give up. Because
okay, sir.
Ekwana ubusunyafo do afaso. Enu enna sa oyiro ho ya adwuma bia ebe pagya o more because you've learned your lesson. And ne unfa busunyafo emma business mu bi. No Jesus Christ.
Okay, honorable.
Oba, you apply business principles.
Just because for now I'm owing my how do we call it, my suppliers.
Go
so
back
I'm
to
looking
them
for a little money to start all over.
Or they me too kwame ba or they brought me here what we can do. Why?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Also betimi afre na wa me hu story send a program yi also eboa de wunye free 0240550899. Hello, udin ni baby afre free. U TV volume no on na wa mute na mai. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, but udin ni baby afre free.
I'm a faithful apart. I feel Augustine.
Augustine etie.
Okay. It's in Agyapong for the past 2 years, right? And then, Jama Bibi Awaka Spa Majuma Mayor. I finally said, I'm a young boy, I'm only gone. And I started, I'm 20 years. I'm 25. I'm a young. But now I'm going to more Kennedy or the post online and then I took a step and then diverted from whatever I was doing in music and then decided to start my own business. So when I started, then I this is once a youth, you're back to a show be a national service, as I said, go through the system. But Kennedy might select a youth and take our destiny into our own hands. And to switch here, at the time, within that moment, I confused as to where to go on, whether I'm in national school, I'm in national service, I'm in course, but I had passion for graphic designing. And then to cut things short, my family says, my tutorials are say, graphic design, when the tutorials are say there to say each plot. That's based on we taking our destiny into our own hands. From here on, I go Kennedy Japan motivation or the mind, and no for the start. And then graphic design and because of what I learned in school, me the car. Ejumana me no music no into the marketing the sociology marketing programming me take into my hands and then apply it into my own business. And to my motivation alone, I would say now I'm working for people outside Ghana. Mr. Ghana go for US, UK,
that's good.
Canada, Jamaica. I can imagine a lot of artists, event promoters, a whole lot. Look at Kennedy, like Honorable Kennedy, buying. And then I see some of my mates. I try to motivate them, but if you move me, angle, I'm ever. If you move who baby, I'm person me call. Like say I say me clear car be me meet the call clear and I make friends there. I'm not started taking it because my man baby I'm in inspiration you see. And you tell me that my set alarm attitude the attitude program every Friday be alarm because I need to still motivate myself, keep on the goals that I set for myself, and also get more energy to move on.
Good.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, me that Kennedy, I can't say that I don't go to Amway. I will do, you know, boys I hear about up on the here. There's a lot of negativity near the other, but we still move. That's the part.
Yeah, that's it. Such a positive testimony.
Yeah. That's nice. Keep it up.
Sure.
You know, also try to say, and you're now for 4 years, which are on Quina on BT. Or parable of the sower. We are a BB, but the few people a baby crowd, they will make an impact in society.
Yeah.
So you don't have to give up. You continue to tell your story to people. We are on to me, as some are can quarantine, or because we dribble or negative connotations be over the money. But don't listen to what anybody will say. Keep it up, and sky is the limit. Don't be too content with what you have now. Aspire for more and higher levels. And I will say, yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, baby. I'm free.
My pacho, your friend about Mr. Free Mamobi.
Okay. Malenko.
Pacho, me say, me friend Ada Kennedy Asset. Any a future now or their man. And then the first time I meet you in the program, a future now their man, and can you mean no correct? Me dana sepan a future now their man. Me show me near Fikakra. Nemo me pamade. Na defa zip na semna or kind. Sometimes nema no da kwakoto. Production now me the man and the back on a nyepe. As I say, name send or kind no. A foot with the man. And she say kwakoto ye be hwe anya papa no. Ato. E de edwuma ya dana as na futu na de ama side door. And I miss my friend Madana.
Oh, yeah, that's CP. So now can I think say zip no the eventual person will be to any nipa na opamata de na man. So ya de na wonje papa no preko na mfa enye ma no. So because we talk atade nti e kan ho bi. Ye be fa your last caller na ye the sa segment ni so abawi. Hello, but odin baby are free. Pacho man unko.
Hello.
Be pacho kasa iti.
Obi online.
Pacho wana also ti lower TV no. Okay. I'm saying na ne phone no line no. Ye de phone no ebesi ha. Ye mfa call bi ebio. Na your short video bi e pese ye bochrew about a short restaurant TV. Say I catch us had so yeah adwuma no na adwuma no koyi ye be show ho adwuma. Actually no na hu ye bamboo restaurant. Bamboo restaurant. So o pese East Legon ade. O pese woni wadwumamfo, pese family mu pie namfo mu pie kwetena baby ekodidi a this is the place you have to be. Very nice place. Wow, share some info set up on it here. Wait me akoye event ne niema ho. Honorable, ye tie comment you was a tie for every no.
Me enya ni feno. But no gre me wa me nyonko kwa me usu. And the bi. But na dua ne de yi. Yeah. Just say wo hwe Chinese aduane omo ye na you know the good thing about Kwame Usu restaurant in say or say a Chinese restaurant but innovation be a why any say we're blending with African tastes. What do you say? To kwani a year some fried rice be at the jollof so tasty. Or yeah or grilled fish in a year and be cool one near no a very nice restaurant. Now the food is good. I mean, I come up the services. The girls were good. I hope said they will continue like that. If you monitor, you get them to work. The media baby a me one problem. Our Ghana said the owners and the managers. Nema yentimi and survive well Emma and Kwalani. Also our event center being so a Kanka church ho baby. Also so okwa enye bad a place to relax, but unfortunately COVID now, but COVID very soon you bet me a concan. It's a very nice place. Honestly, a Ghana near. Honestly, say why a Chinese restaurant. He's competing with the Chinese people. And the Monko innovations or also the Abani say what the African taste, Afra Chinese, it takes so good. And the who have any chance, or more can no more try.
Definitely.
What is going on?
Definitely.
And the friend bamboo. Weekend no
Safu weekend obeko na safu obeko no de wana budi na ekwa na wo de yidi na ekwa
I say yetimi boaboa Ghana businesses ni say ya eka ho asem a it becomes a challenge to them ankasa so that they don't fail. Because now that you are showing this and the expectation is going to be high. So here. And you don't want to go
customers
down.
Buy, you do the best for them.
You do the best for them. I mean, a very nice. The food tastes good. Me adarma oda way you never be but never be nice. Let's patronize our own business. Now, Ghana made goods. We can compete effectively. So, say no shortcut na yen we na MY. Yuma. This year, we say we can move this country and we can also compete. On our last one, Ansana, with the full details of the loan, but Ghanaian businesses, Ibinum, Jeep business, they don't pay. Just as Onya partner, Ubuno, Ama Kenneth is so called Tyson's for we're not prepared to deal with him. Memiding. And then they want to deal with him. Lamarck. And so, Eka said they will not deal with him. They are prepared to deal with him. Obi ape dimpa, obi ape trustworthy person to work with. Not dishonest people. The Ghanaian businesses and most of them, omunya foreign partners are no more buomo. Oshe, now no a show ya Black American be kase, Oko Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia. Who say Obi Ebu 5 cities, 25 cities, but Ghana there, you have to be careful. It doesn't speak well of us. Mamia, Omabunu, Ebuni, any year. It doesn't speak well of us. Now when you know Omabuni penny answer, and paying for Bube was a huge man, their customers. They don't make money. Especially opening back. Ono was my money, Diana tented about so penny dinner. Obi a ofa ni sika, ni trustworthy person ofa ni sika. Edi ko bi adwuma, ahye. Emene wo ye obi adwuma agi 600 Ghana cedis a month. So, the level of dishonesty our country ha. Na ye ka workers ne de na mfi se mo entrepreneurs ye ne de ye nke de ana. Ya do mo so. Bunch of them, I'm sorry to tell the truth. Bunch of them have a bad mind in business. Always trying to cheat somebody. Always trying to cheat somebody. Always trying to swindle somebody. How do you expect, say, manager no work as the way you swindle somebody, son or manager best swindle. A law of karma. And we should change our attitude. We have to be sincere in our dealings with investors. What do you say? What the cat, what tria, near a man for. I have already a company chairman. I quite be at the Dimatem will come and I forgive him. What can a Nimuno send your Tinoa? I forgive him the name to food, no, okay, Jimmy said me, Makoka said, Captain Smart, Eddie Meka. Until the Dimatem said, me Makoka said, Captain Smart, now, what did Dimatem? Who bet me about Captain Smart, Bessia 10,000 for 3 years? I won't try. What about from air condition? Air conditions in me cherry. And then you're free. 3 years in one try. And also take social media say, and now free who throw away there now could tria, no driaba. Intermediate will try. Why hasn't he paid? And you see that section of the business crown. Yeah, the amount engineer, engineer no crown at the end there. So I have to pay the engineer. Now who Tikumasi now didn't matter.
Onim yemfa nse onim de work honorable yenya na sebonsia.
And the social media no mama is so cheap. Obia sorry ah. Now here ni polo bi anehwe no no a. Utumi say oyi no wokejetia ayi Jones no buro ni wa wudi bi. And wakoyi na hwe no no de be social media didi matter. Hey, but I forgive you. Usi Kumasi yesum. Na say won kan wo bia wo ye bia eyeye. The way now sika say, I don't know to me who a good citizen. And can wo abetimi atopo ba kokura de ese. Wo pa ko hwe ba bia me steel plant. I bought about 28 poles. 28 poles. I buy them to mommy. And you are comparing yourself to me. Captain Smart. Enya me nko wa say bu mami bi. Say wo hwe video no ha mo mfa ntosoro mo we. And so now they are uko free nkonwa. Wo dan na wusie no, wo free cement wantua, wo free nkonwa wantua, wo free condition wantua. Wo wi anu anu gbag. Mo de mo se me yenka Captain Smart asem because or criticizing government intino. Ma yenka. Obi a wo be criticizing government, that's what make sure say wo fie no, wo house no is clean. You don't have any then you can criticize.
Well, asama emfa ho, asama emfa me ho, I hardly put my mouth inside like we say. Obi and I can answer. What do you find?
Captain Smart, what you have a yam? Send no crass and go be yam.
Enti na me wan say nipa no no.
Yeah, no mo be di
fa ho be interest.
Na hwe ni bro ni wa polo bi anehwe no. Na nima se gan funa ya de dam.
Enye careful the way you can say ma emfa.
How do you say we cheap? Na wo nipa me employ, mo Kumasi wetumi employ bi. Na wo Kumasi why no employ di pa che no. Out Kumasi yesunti Captain Smart can. And the Captain Smart abeg free air condition for 3 years. Ontua. O sorry no kasa gbagba. I shouldn't let Ghanaians know who he is on Okasa. He has no moral right to criticize anybody in this country. Because we're free Nyama Wantua, it means when you're credible. As simple as that. If the person is not credible, he has no moral right even to criticize anybody. That is my message to you. It is not your kuranasi or baby. Now if he says social media, abasunti, ube social media, a year bedidi matemoa is your cup of tea. Yeah. But you know what? Uti share polo net short, ya the chuchu form will be fee.
Therefore, we dear ebechemu, dishonesty as some na near cano na honorable anyway, ebe so. And I was spending time enough on dishonesty on the part of the entrepreneur. Yanka loan affect you, yanka interest rate. But with the Oma Subayankasa and Umpo and then you intimate you better so.
It took one about. There you see, I'm announcing it because Akwebi wa America. Oh yeah, was a basement to be no your program. Or no, when I gave my green card up in Houston, when I'm so only I'm my green card to me in America. I'll be there on Sunday. Into measure that for your program, our Ghanaian radio stations for him to see say me, I'm in America. Now who are credible and we are credible chair. Now if he said, would him say America for they follow me everywhere, whatever I'm doing. What do you say? And now Siko Jila 7 I'm Kuma Meswali. A police form, they know who killed you. They know. They know. And so you get some cheap journalists in this country who claims say to accuse me. Police for me 1 week, me wa broche kwa me bodino. Omo na di man. I have the pictures of the guys. 2 guys you know here. They know them. They know them. Why are they not apprehending them?
Well, Yemfa eno Emma police penny IGP and no new media say we akoko wa che say betim the closer bar enko na enfio. Honorable, now yonko ye youth message. You know me did you may and then 8 week I did you may.
I tell what testimony some of the youth are giving now. It sure say all is not lost.
Yeah.
They can also make a difference in society. I will tell them, say, when you fall, rise up. And that is not the end of life.
Yeah.
You're falling, will give you better experience to manage your future businesses. Thank you.
Thank you so much. For your djumadi no ebisi ha. Na watch sene the eba no eso. Me miss next week Friday. The eba no
Mesham America.
Ane ye join here on YouTube. Enti ye best say share eye efiada ebe na ye mfa djumadi no ento aso. Ye better production team nyina say ye better omo so ya sene focus kwesi ejando omoye bibia ma edi program we say breo nyame nhira se o mai kwan me ba ofi ena anwumre me ka se Dr. Makaje interview eto asosesia men sorry nko
Yari life homeopathy ye ba TV so ane no be ka pomode ho asem enne asehia bia ye Ghana ene wiase mema nyina asehia ye de ho nkommo ena efri new life homeopathy ebro Dr. Penimpa wire sabia mu ono na age adwane e babedi enkomo me kire Dr. Mark Eje me ba bebi samonsem no amamo ye frame nana ya konedu doc ehia
ya medofo
na adwuma mu te sei
adwuma mu ye nana
ye de radiasi
na me adom bibia ekoso
me hu pa se bibia ekoso fine ya pomudin mu te sei
nana pomudin gina ye pa
ye de radiasi
myself the entire staff and most of it all your clients na me adom day in day out great testimonies bibia ekoso
ye dasi ene epese no di nkomo efa prostate eho first near so be the 40 years bema and I was so checking a prostate and that's what is na
nana ya bema ahwefo nyina akwaba na ni nyina ne se etisa prostate no ho ye ka in general sa dia etisa
okay
nanso your prostate ne branches bebre the yakin is basically about the enlargement. Yaja tum say unya tra 40 years ekopa make sure so be check your prostate on time. One year not once or twice a year.
Okay.
Because enlargement in this stage na no na my sheshe mema bebre catheter no because of intimenyon so. But oka bibi to say prostate be a friend of prostatitis. That is the infection type in there. And there 30 years going now, so you're careful. In the prostate, there are branches, there are prostatitis, there are enlargement, and then ultimately what we call cancer. And the age now kind of is in order, but the kobasa infection same woman by means of uncoma, you won't say no super kill.
Prostatitis, or your dear or prostate apomodino.
The kind of you can't prostatitis are bacteria being a deba, which we call microbia. So microbia no so no bema benye bia. Na ye bema when ya gonorrhea na hye ne ho ache.
Okay.
So when ya chlamydia hye ne ho ache, when ya syphilis hye no. Nti yemfa no se namu yade a ye titi dware na yen pekwan pa bi so ntu ase no. Because me matisa, oh me no ba bi koda e sebe me be me mu hyehye me. Ono abe pekwan bi so ape bibiawe ase kofom. E wo mu a na onya symptoms no kakra. Nti onkrofo bi o for so many years ni e wo mu every 3 months obenya pain on be mem ase mo bi ni na mu ase mo wo no ase nso bi firi mu ba sometimes ko mo mfa edro na ekọ but obehwe na aside dey aba
de ya e ba ye mfa edro bia na ekọ no ekọ body na kio no anaso okogina kotia ba bi na wo ye kwani
na enko ba bia hye wo ho je say the way I ma wo hu say yare be hye wo ho a you as a nipa that sending the symptoms na be boa wo
sure
this are unim enti say symptoms ne ba no one treat I don't think say call men man in shower dream mu say call
okay
no way because yare ne ba sakra na dangerous they are becoming like omo be uncontrollable nti e wo mu a obonsa symptoms na be ba bia na ye higher than the who first no so enti gonorrhea na che wo hu bebre no na e wo ba e friend microbia ne ba pe o prostate ne be inflamed and gonorrhea wo ho afo young adult 25 years 30 years e ho no mo chile more so enti by means of chilling no ma kote yare ne che no na e wo ba e be wo ba e friend microbia no so ba pe o prostate be highly inflamed In the first stage of prostate condition, a friend of prostatitis. Okay. It can be acute that can generate chronic later on.
Yeba prostate enlargement. Madam will say more prostate enlargement.
The abema wo hu pa basically no yes checkup. Okay. So sometimes ne o mema bibra obeda nyane anajo obeya onyo soda. That is an emergency. This is a shen rubber. Ebi mu nya symptoms. But the bema you as a man, any question I will be saying no, just do a checkup. Oba New Life will say yeah, ultramodern laboratory setup. There's a simple test to be a friendly PSA, prostate specific antigen. So we na we as a man a wow pa. Your ratio be me be me and say me jump 4.0. It is a me checking 0.1, 2.0, 3.0. Menya hotoso say me okay, I'm safe from prostate cancer. But say me yena koma me 5, 6. Bo me nka say matra normal reading. Though by then yen kasa cancer but in as much as what jump 4 no, just oh yeah day. Oh ko anim. Only so be PSA to me do 2,000. Every day credit to me do 7,000. And the other say bro 10. M say bro 4 no single digits no. It to make 10, 20 but end to me ko bro. End to me ko do 7,000 just like that. Eye dey any was ru na onim. Okay. Ade achi nyina no na ekosro because di agrabe kosro. It me yes test to be sure so we are safe. There's no prostate cancer. And a cancer no so mamemfa we nso so say untimi nhwe obi PSA 50. Na won kase wonya cancer. Okay. Because the funny side of it is obi PSA be just 2015 na cancer shas here. Okay. Obi nso dey bit ma kwa do 60 na cancer na dey emaye. It is a reading it by to alarm ya. There's another step which we call biopsy. And then I be confirm say yes, cancer na dey aba. It bit my be sa PSA be New Life. Your ultramodern lab medical laboratory scientists our major name there from University of Ghana, University of Cape Coast, and then Tech, Ken University. Almost shaha, almost juma, almost yans, almost friendly pedrianum. You can just walk in for a general checkup. Now we bear me or my PSA in the BMO. And then we can also do scan. Near a prostate and larger. You be who by then. Then also I share up a one drone term. And Sana start to say a problem.
Say prostatitis. Enlargement and now cancer. Prostate ba me so a obeyam den.
Na na obe how pa
prostate.
Na na prostate kum. Oh, say cancer kum. Prostate cancer into be paralyzed and so nya stroke. A serious thing oh. Prostate cancer nti. O de ma me kan we na mo hu. Eno me kan we na bo hu. Obi a she catheter 3 years ye. Onam hona we share na bontin no ntimi dress like the way am ni like mo address no obehye over Jorabia bibia e free soro besi form because you know why kotoku bi sign in chen ha I said thank you Robert no ne size e ne side ha ana onam ho nyina Johnson tem
to oba ne bet no nam
sa enti droben she ne penis nim ana emre so Johnson be ba na fam na begua enti onu du ba bi na ho ye okemana na wate ano na wahwe egu onu entumi nwonso bio na se kateta no na twedwonso
se de metwe a Johnson de bia menya atenka se
Johnson de Johnson no
metimi a holding se me pese me holding 1 minute 2 minutes am dey do
if you want our crowd betimi a holding
na me de call Johnson de man sana maye no onu woni bi
oni sa control no oni bi ne dia ne se Johnson e ba at any time
ebe style bio. Just imagine so what's our condition we na wo yere
untimi mo adwuma
sir Johnson no crab be monka yenti ba ko na betimi ayeyi
sorry mpo say pipe shemo enya say ya fix a pipe ewo penis ni inside ade akwa akoto o brother nim eju be ma na sen ona no obi age afa homa hyem na what I say
chese ne entimi nko kwa so na akwo
o peja kra okoi ahoma hyem ahoma na hyem no so aba beto rubber na sen ne nchen hanim enti untimi mfa ya for that years kra katita ne show no ne sex ni asem untimi ye
doc ye ban New Life a me den na prevent catheter announce so me she catheter magic hands been a new life of one or meet me the aboame
no crani de di kan say new life or mo obi a
okay
but ade ba ko hiam say one kasa study wo ho na hwe e bia nansen wo jonso too much but anya sa na wote
okay
as a man unya diabetes ba ba hwe na jonso 4 5 6 as a ya intentem sometimes obi o ti Johnson nkan ne ho anya ha na ebegu ne ho obi o nso asabio o ti urine nkan onu washroom ne bia gu ne ho dada
o kokuma se a je se baasi gina miensa
omo de omo fo baasa ho ahomete rough miensa mpo de se ye betima ana sometimes they trying to control but emfa nti they nipa bebre mema bebre omo ko public transport omo bo pampers mo friends diaper omo diaper sebe ya at least or they take care of himself no anko disturb nkrofo okwan because Johnson na kakra bi okonso anya bebre o bonso o chimo a kitwa bi na ase ni nyina ama wono abete se biaka nti some few minutes na kakra saba it's so like a hard drink now feel penis na mu hyehyew emu ya oya sometimes Johnson eba ira obeti pain ana burning and obi onso a akọ private a chimo na inso fita bi even be me mu ba oh sometimes you run eba na mu achecheche na ubehu be ma pa na ya ase ne ya sise bi oba wanya menstrual cramps no so ya se ne ya now be ma bi nso ho a severe lower back pain na chiba ne sisi nim no sa symptoms me ensan ya me ma we eno de etime ye clear symptoms of cancer be ma wonya severe lower back pain me nim so be buza se na ho na prostate ye de odo pain good ubenya severe lower back pain na fa osire dom pain so ya pa cancer na ba ne suban no ana obi onso obejonso blood ne moja wom obi onso na oba behia obenya da feeling ne say ne ho sane enso hwema obi onso ade ho be sane kra nso no sebe ne moja ewom this is pure cancer symptoms so enti be ma de onso ojonso so pesa na waba new life as you said ya wo kwan ya be fa so aboa Johnson be ba normal no surgery na wo ho adwo form na wato aso Johnson normal because ni hu na ye no Johnson ye dey fin efin na ye no if you kidney nim kidney ni ye na djuma nyina awie efin ne fe ne Johnson nti abegu brother nim na ye se pie nti e ta wo ho check may build infection come back to the kidney be say no once ya kan kidney problem nti ye hwe ye asemema ye ma ye ntena ho hu se ye Johnson getengete ye rush me check up. We will do scan, we will do lab just to see the PSA or so. Scan just to see the size of the prostate is okay. Na aboa ma se bibi kobonia quickly na ne ayede ya responded to it because nana Johnson ni twa a drum wow I just was katata. And also na utira nye na osha. Yes, no osha.
Wonhwe. Madam, we the mommy sense mo so. Ya se apese oye kese oye medufochie. Ememe di yie wa pomdimo a omudi mayen besrawo dada na na akrokro no en na mo nyina mo nko new life from your party mo badan Suman King Solomon first run about one mo filling station ho cry betro new life e kira kwan e nante kwan wo kuma se atasomanso taxi rank ho a life residence area no mo awa new life from your party enche ye the Takrade branch e be ba be count numbers is 0244 093595 0244 093595 and 020 33 35 439 020 33 35 439 Yene Dr. Makeje begin komo me does so tie bi doc ye da se o
yes me da se me dofo
Ebusa ebe se hia bi onwai ya ma wafidie ne nka ha the social media pages na chi New Life Homeopathy on Facebook and Instagram ye be bo apomode mu ncheche yakram